Hello everyone, it's Brian here, your greenhouse instructor. Thank you for joining me today on this brisk spring morning for a garden walk. Once again, we're back at my favorite garden in the world, Planting Fields Arboretum in Oyster Bay, New York. And we're here to discover any first signs of spring. Often some of the first flowers to emerge in spring, assuring our weary spirits that warmer days are ahead, daffodils are prepared to emerge from the cold ground right as the weather warms to brighten the awakening landscape. At times they are solitary, but when grouped together, they can make a serious statement. And of course, as promised, we return to our magnolias. The last time we were at Planting Fields, we discovered the magnolias had just begun to bud. We learned their fuzzy fur coats would keep them safe and insulated from the cold. Here we see just how amazing it is for these buds to shed their bud scales or fur coats and become the amazing flowers they were meant to be. They smell incredible and will soon be attracting pollinators. We will continue to observe the life cycle of these magnolias throughout the year. As the saying goes, hope springs eternal. It's such a spectacular and vibrant time for color. Notice specifically the blue scilla and the bright yellow forsythia. Oh, look here. You might recall we discussed the yellow-bellied sapsucker in one of our previous workbooks. Here we can see the little holes they drill to get at the sap they need to nourish themselves. Of course, magnolias are not the only trees beginning to bloom this time of year. Many trees are beginning to flower. Witch hazel is nearing the end of its bloom time. Although witch hazel has many common names, the generic name Hemimelis means together with fruit, which refers to the fact that this special tree is the only tree in North America to have flowers, ripe fruit, and next year's leaf buds on its branches at the same time. Here we see some lilac buds and the roses making a comeback. Magnolias and daffodils aren't the only plants getting a fresh burst of energy to grow this time of year, but garden weeds are also experiencing a surge. Hence, it's important to get to work weeding and mulching your garden beds early in the season to save some effort during the very hot summer months. It is also time to begin removing last year's foliage. You'll see the old foliage of the catnip should soon be removed. It's often left through the winter to protect the plant from the harsh elements, as well as to provide habitat to insects and other garden creatures. Finally, Planting Fields is especially known for its breathtaking camellia collection. Camellias are predominantly grown in the south, but there are some varieties that can manage the colder weather here in the north. Thank you so much for joining me here at Planting Fields today. I hope you enjoyed some of these early spring blooms. We'll definitely be back before the summer to see what else comes into flower this time of year. Bye-bye.